Hello, everybody, and welcome to the penultimate round, the second to last round here of Season 7's Moose Racing League. I just said that backward. It's Moose Racing League's Season 7, and we are here for an amazing time where all the drivers will not be backwards. They'll be facing forwards towards the checkered flag to try to win tonight. We got two horses mainly running the top of this race right now for the championship. Those two are our friends Xylo and Giants Fan, who I oftentimes call Giants Toast. Don't even worry about that one. I am so excited for tonight's race. I cannot tell you guys the level of excitement that I am right now. I think that the way that this championship has turned out has been absolutely exceptional, and it's only going to be better and better and better as the night goes on. I'm super excited to have you guys. My name is obviously Punju, as you guys all know me, and we are here for the second to last round of Tier 1. Here in Season 7. It's crazy how quick this season has gone. It feels like only yesterday we jumped here on YouTube and started, talking about fast virtual cargo funky circle. Not that long ago, but actually we've been doing it here on YouTube for a whole season, and it's been an amazing season. That it absolutely has been. And here in Tier 1 especially has been nothing short of exceptional. It's just so crazy, man. Like this season has been absolutely wild up here in Tier 1, and I'm so excited for it to not just close out, but close out with a bang, specifically. It's really going to close out quite well. With this being our second to last round, F123 obviously is coming out this coming week, and so the last race that we have here in Moose Racing League will still be on this round, or this game, excuse me. And so, yeah, this will be the second to last time that many of us ever play F122, so let's have an amazing time tonight. Let's go take a look at this track that we've got here. Obviously, we're at the Yas Marina circuit here in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 16 turns across 3.281 miles with two insanely powerful DRS zones. Recently resurfaced over the last year, as we saw in the controversial, race in real life of Abu Dhabi 2021. It was resurfaced not too long ago. And now we're back here for an amazing race. I'm sure this is going to be an absolute blast of a race here tonight. Oftentimes, this track does promote a lot of good overtaking opportunities. As we see as the third race note for the night, it is really, really ripe for overtaking, especially the end of the second DRS zone. That's definitely the best spot for sure. There'll also be, some less conventional spots that I've seen some people make some overtakes, maybe even into Latifi's section. Yellow Snowman, fun fact, was the last Tier 1 winner here. How... that's the real legitimate facts, guys. The Yellow Snowman was the last Tier 1 winner here. Wow. So can he repeat that performance here tonight and end up being the top of the timetables, or is he going to be stuck not in the top spot? Really no other place besides just not the top spot. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get it done, but let's see what he can do. And then, of course, there are the top two cars that we need to pay attention to. Mr. Giants Fan and Mr. Xylo. They are 50-plus points ahead of third place, which is pretty nuts. So, these two guys are really battling it out for the top. It's going to be absolutely insane to see how they handle tonight. At this point, I think that Bops is barely mathematically within chance, sitting in third still somehow of getting the championship. But obviously isn't really likely no. But he's had the best luck, I would say, out of everybody. I know we have been told about some announcements. So don't worry, everybody. I will be getting to those when we're in the middle of qualifying. So you're gonna have to deal with looking at our calendar one more time. This is crazy. This is the last time I'm going to show this calendar for Season 7. It's been an absolute blast of a season. Honestly, it's been super fun, and it's only going to get better with these last two rounds. Abu Dhabi and Canada to close us out here in Season 7. As you know, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Tier 1. 9:30 is when our no assists tier will be starting right after this race, of course. Now, of course, we got to take a look at the standings here in Tier 1. We already mentioned a little bit about Xylo and Giants Fan so high up there. 110 and 101 points for Giants Fan and Xylo, with Bob's down at 66. That's crazy how big of a gap that is. I just realized I did math so poorly. They're 35 to 40 points ahead of Bops. So Math is hard. So technically he is still within a mathematical chance. But Rich Sebi is not even within... He's barely within mathematical chance of second place right now. But Rich Sebi is entirely out of mathematical chance of a championship at this point. But technically if Xylo DNFs both rounds and Rich Sebi gets fastest lap in one of the 2 rounds and wins both of them, he has a chance at second. To give you an idea of just how lopsided this championship is with the top 2 versus everybody else. However, behind those top 2, it is pretty tight. If you look at that gap between 5th all the way down to 9th, it's pretty tight. It's all within just 12 points. So anything can happen within that little group right there. Alfa Romeo, of course, leading the Constructors' Championship by only 3 points, as Speedy Goose has been doing a really great job for Haas in Tier 1. Now, take a look at last week's race report. We were at a fan with Giants fan taking home the W and Xylo coming home second. That was a back-to-back win for Giants fan, also grabbing a fastest lap. He had a really, really good one. Some shocking performances, though, was that giant crash at the very beginning of last week's race where we had 4 drivers go out and 13 drivers affected. It's absolutely insane. It did end up, with the rest of the race actually being pretty dang good. Yeah, absolutely wild. With people like Sketchy Bull, who was honestly a fan favorite for for last week's race, going out before even getting to turn 1. So very unfortunate for that. Now, of course, we got to take a look at the full team standings. Mercedes, of course, far and away destroying everybody beyond a shadow of a doubt right now. They've been absolutely killing it. But then the fight for third is hilariously tight. 7 points separates 4 constructors going into today. Now, obviously, after the results so far from earlier today, there are some constructors that are starting to pull ahead within that little group of those 4. But all 4 of them are doing relatively decently well throughout the day today. So this championship is nowhere near over in that midsection, that midfield for the constructors. Alfa Romeo, though, holding a relatively decent lead. Over third place. So they look decently safe, but it's not guaranteed. Now, I did make a prediction at the very beginning of the series that Alpine and Williams would be fighting it out for last place. Look at that. They're tied for last place right now going into today's round of the championship. So we'll see if they change it up. Now, I do want to go ahead and say hello to everybody here in chat. Thanks for jumping in, hanging out, having a good time. No co-commentator tonight, unfortunately. Midnight is on his way to Vegas. Gonna go party. Midnight, have a great time out there. Thanks for jumping in for a little bit. That's good that she's taking the first leg of the endurance. Good. She's got the first stint, right? And he says he's hovering over the uninstall button for F122. I don't blame you. It's a little bit tough sometimes. Gwenfro, don't even worry about it, man. No worries at all. Stuff happens. I'm not even slightly upset. Pog says he may have promised announcement in chat. Now, I wonder what announcements he's promised, because Pogs and I never went over any announcements. That's for sure. I can guarantee you that. No, I'm totally messing with you guys. We definitely did go over some announcements. Let's go with the most fun one as we take a look at these timetables. And El Taco Jack is pretty clear in a way at the top of it at a 22.836 with Xylo right behind him, 3/10 out. I say that we go ahead and talk about a fun thing that we're going to be doing. With the release of F123, you will be having an opportunity and a fun chance to go play with your commentators. All of our commentator team are, throughout the next few weeks, we'll be jumping in and doing a couple open lobbies with the league. So you're more than welcome to join up. If any of you guys are here in Moose Racing League, we'd love to have you join for some really fun open lobbies. We got some going on, I believe, this Tuesday, as well as Friday, and next week we've got a few more. I think we might also have some more this week that I don't fully remember because we're doing quite a few of them. So keep an eye out on the Discord for a full schedule of when our open lobbies will be. And you guys could just all join up and hang out with the commentators, and we all get to experience F123 together as a league. It's pretty fun. On top of that, I think probably the most important thing to talk about is how about next season? Do you guys want to know a little bit about next season? If you guys want to know about next season, go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat. Let's see what you got. Let's see how many people want to know a little bit about next season. I'm here to build some suspense. I need to see all those 1s. Let's see them. We got a small delay in the stream, of course, but let's see these 1s. We got a 1. We got a 1. We got a couple people wanting to hear a little bit about next season. Okay. I think I may as well tell you guys a little bit about next season, as we've already pumped this one up a little bit. So next season, let's start with the new times. I think that's a good one to start out with. So the new times for next season. These will be the new race times for each tier. We will be adding a tier 6 going into season 8. We are almost at as many seasons as we have tiers. How about that? That's pretty fun. So tier 6 will be kicking off our Sunday from now on, starting at noon Eastern time, a little bit earlier. And that will be going until 1:15 Eastern time. Now, of course, there are some races that go a little bit longer, but it's scheduled to go for an hour and 15 minutes, which is about how long they usually go anyway. Now, this is where it starts to condense and change up. You've noticed that all the way up until this point throughout Moose Racing League, we've always had an hour and a half in between tiers. Now we're down to an hour and 15 minutes. The next tier will start at 1:15 Eastern time. Tier 5. Tier 4 will start at 2:30 Eastern time. Tier 3 will start at 3:45 Eastern time. Tier 2 will start at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And Tier 1, for all you wonderful across the ponders are so excited for this part, Tier 1 will be starting at 6:15 Eastern time, which means it's actually reasonable for the Brits. Yeah. So the times are changing up. That way, we can allow a little bit more across the ponders to enjoy our wonderful league, as well as those of you guys who are in, the States. You're not going to have to stay up till 9 p.m. at night every single time to just go racing. So, some W's there. I'm excited. Now, obviously, unfortunately, as times do happen, they unfortunately do not always work for everybody. We're doing our best to make sure it works for as many people as possible. And I'm excited to see how this next season's going to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. The other thing that I think, people want to know about is probably signups and the actual start date. How's that sound? So the next season, let's take a look at our beautiful, beautiful calendar. Our next season, season 8, as we're on board with Mr. Oezich. Oh, NA will be to be determined. NA TBD. We are not 100% sure on that one. But yes. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get you guys some start dates. So, our first race of Moose Racing League Season 8 will be July 9th, baby. We're kicking it off on July 9th. We are going to have a relatively quick off-season once again and get straight up into racing to go after it and have an amazing season. I'm super excited for this next season. It's going to be a blast. Get ready to get your sign-ups, sent in pretty quickly. Get the game as soon as you can and start throwing in those time trials. Time trials will be due at a week before race day. Season start. Yep. So that should be fun. Now that we've gone over the fun announcements, I say we got 6.5 minutes of qualifying. Let's talk a little bit about this qualifying session we got going on right here. We got Sketchable sitting in 4th, Xylo in 3rd, Giants Fan in 2nd, and El Taco Jack currently holding provisional pole. Sits in the pits, though. So we shall see. Colby says everyone does time trials. It's a good question. I believe the answer is yes. I don't actually remember this one. Me, terrible at doing announcements. It's TBD. TBD. Okay, yes. Not done yet. I remember that. I thought I was going on to a vote. Yeah, okay, cool. TBD. But what is not, or what is also still TBD, is who is going to get pole position here tonight. And as of right now, the person on top of the timetables is still El Taco Jack, but he does not have it held down, I would say, very comfortably. We got Giants fans going to go into the pits. Yep, he's done with that lap. Out on a lap right now. Xylo looks like he's down in his best time. Yeah, he's not going to be setting one right here. Let's see. Let's side number else is Jim. No! Well, we shall see when it comes to next season how the times are going to shake out. But obviously, there's always pros and cons for every single time. So we shall see. Now, I do want to see where... Oh, wow. Zeech and Sketchable... or Zeech is splitting up the two Ferrari boys who are supposed to be, by fate, right next to each other at every single moment of every single day. So it's a little bit unfortunate that that Zeech has just, shoved his way into that sandwich right there. But Zeech sits in 5th, Sketchybull in 4th, and Snowman in 6th. And if you notice the gap between Sketchybull up to Xylo, it's 2/10. It's a big gap. But Xylo to Giants Fan, also 2/10. And then Giants Fan up to Jack is a whole 10th as well. The slowest person on track as right now is a reserve from Tier 2, Mr. Moo Irons, sitting at a 24.614. A little bit outclassed in today's race as of right now, but we'll see how that works out. You know, once we get into the business end of this session. Rich Sebi holding it down here in currently 17th place yet to set time. Ooh, just barely avoids the going over the curb right there. I know he's going to be wanting to put himself into the 23s. He feels confident that he can get into the 23s. This is not looking like the best time of the world. It's 23.8. It's not the worst. Put them in 10th right now. It's not too bad. You know, I think he's got more in him for sure. Right now, the McLaren boys both sitting in 8th and 10th. Decent showing from them. Of course, the Ferrari is currently the highest placed constructor when it comes to both of their drivers here in qualifying. Next closest actually is, I would say Alfa Romeo and then McLaren. And, of course, the Alpha Tauris sitting in 1st and 14th, pretty far out from each other. So a bit of an interesting qualifying shakeup as of right now. Nathan Puckus. Look at him not be on a lap right now. Just kidding, he is on a lap. Let's see what Puckus can do. Is he going to improve? It's cross the line at 23.4. Yeah, he improves. Woo, that puts himself up into 5th place right now. Just scraping the wall pretty hard. And now he sits right in between Sketchybull and Zeech. He's got a Haas coming out right behind him. Oh, bit of a mistake right there from Nathan Puckus. Trying to go too full throttle. Coming around turn 2. That turn is going to get people tonight, guys. That turn's going to get people. Nathan Puckus disqualified? Did I see him just DNF or disqualify? The car parked itself on the apex. Oh my gosh. A good thing it disappeared. It looks like a weird disconnect DNF kind of thing. So Nathan Puckus at 23.412. That's the best he's going to have for the night. A lot of people are out on track right here. We got all drivers except for 4 that are still in the session out on track. Now down to 3 that are all out on track. J-Joe looking like he's going out right now. Alan Toast, though, will stay in the pits along with Rich Sebi. I think both of them are not going to go out, or they're going to make it a really last-minute call. So that could be the best they've got. I think I see some movement in the orange garage. You can see it right behind the timetables. Mr. Alan Toast. He'll go out, Rich Sebi. That'll be his best. Out on lap right now. Let's take a look at Giants Fan. He's just starting a lap. We've already done a hot lap review for Mr. Giants Fan here on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out our shorts from earlier today. And let's see how he does it live here in Moose Racing League for Season 7 penultimate round. He looks really good around turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into turn 5, he dives. Keeps it tidy on the exit, too. He definitely needs to keep it tidy on the exit. Keeps away from too much of that curbing. That curbing on the outside definitely can get you slippery, so that was smart of him to stay away from it and just stay on the grippy stuff. Down the exact center of this straightaway as it kind of concaves in on the inside right there. Brakes right about the 100-meter board. Hard into the chicanes of turns 6 and 7. Bit of a squiggle right there. Coming out of 6. Is he going to be up in his time right here? That's 2 mistakes you can see through that chicane. He'll be hitting a timer line right at the end of this straight. Is that going to be better or worse than what he's got right now? It's worse by 0.07 of a second. So Giants needs to have the final sector of his life to be able to recover this lap and have a shot at taking pole. Because right now, Taco Jack is dead even. Is not actually. He is out of contention for a faster lap than what he has right now. So I don't know. That Giants Fan messes it up too. He goes wide in Latifi's section. So Giants Fan is done right there. Xylo, what has he got on the bucket? He's valid as of right now. It's still burning his energy. It looks like he's still on a hot one. He has a shot at it. Sketchybull, a little bit slow. Going to be hard for him to snag pole right here, but Xylo definitely within a shot. He's 0.06 of a second off of his best time when he went across the last sector marker. Will he improve right here? Big mistake into the final corner for Xylo. That is going to be it for him. No shot he improves. There it is. He improved just a little bit, but he probably had second place dialed in until he made that mistake into the final corner. Sketchy Bull, let's see if he's up or down on his best time as he comes across the next sector marker. He's down on it. Snowman, though, is up. He's up 3/10, currently putting him at a 123.2 if he can do this one. Let's see if Snowman can keep it tight. He keeps it very tight through Latifi's section. Coming up on the back of a, looks like an Alpine. Could be Bops, Semtex, Gibbsy, something like that. I think it's Semtex. Yellow Snowman, though, coming across the final corner. How's he looking? Gets himself to fourth right next to his boy, Sketchy Bull, who improves a little bit but does not beat his teammate. And they're together once again. The world is right, and everything is just here. Now, JJ, will he be able to split the two lovers? No, he goes up into 6 just behind them. Alan Toast, where is he sitting? He's going to be improving on his time as of right now, but can he continue to improve through this final sector? He's looking pretty solid. Currently sits in 10th. He wants to get a little bit of improvement. Goes a little bit wide coming into the second to last corner. That's going to be a loss in a lot of time. Will not be a faster lap. He goes actually up to 7th. Wow. 3/10 still. Alan Toast, even though he got on the rumbles on the outside, he had done enough work coming up to that point. The point it can still improve. And he takes 7th. Great job for him. Jack Ledford is probably stoked that he just got pole on his banker. Yeah. It was a very good banker at a 22.83.6, one of only 2 people for the entire day to get sub 23-second laps. But outside of those top 2 being El Taco Jack and Giants fan, it's the other championship protagonist. Mr. Xylo sits in 3rd, Snowman into 4th, Sketchable into 5th, JJo into 6th, and Alan Toast into 7th, right behind him by only 15 thousandths of a second. That's crazy close. Nathan Puckus in 8th, Don't Blink in 9th, and Zeech in 10th. Outside of that, it's Bops to Sebi, to Semtex, to Gibbsy, to Speedy Goose, to Stig, to Irons, to Jordster, who unfortunately got a disqualification for parking in front of the pit lanes, even though it probably was just him getting out of the way. This game really likes to give you disqualifications on the exit of that pit lane. Oh my gosh, everybody. It's about to be race time. Last time Tier 1 had a race start. You guys know how it went. I don't think it's going to be like that this week. I think it's going to be significantly better. But we shall see. We shall see. We got about a minute or so likely until we get ripping and dipping here into this round. I'm pretty stoked. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna lean back, relax, and enjoy the show tonight. I think that we're gonna have these drivers giving us everything they've got, from green flag to checkered flag. They're gonna be absolutely balls to the wall, as they always are here in Tier 1. It's what makes it so fun to watch these guys. It's just how intense they go for every single opportunity they've got. I'm just always excited. You know, I think it's just such a privilege to be able to commentate this tier every single week, and that privilege is only demonstrated every single week by the level of intensity that they give towards their performance. Now we've got some lights. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And they're off! It is race time here in Abu Dhabi, and we got a pretty solid launch for some cars in the back. It's a really good launch from the AlphaTauri up at the front, and the Haas of Giants fan gets a little bit snapped up by Xylo. Xylo might be able to get around the outside. I think he does. We got some people going off track at the very back. Coming across turns 2 and 3, and now into 4. They're about to go. They kill that pylon on the inside. Already done and dusted, as it should be. And we got some cars farther at the back definitely having some mistakes. There's there's a McLaren, diving at the inside. Looks like Alan Toast trying to make a move on Nathan Pockets. Could not find a way through, but the snake has formed. Everybody getting through relatively tidy. Just some losses down for someone like JJo. Has lost quite a few positions. He's lost 9. Everybody else, though, stays just about as is. A couple other gains and losses. Zeech looks like he's in a bit of a fight right here. Loses one out, actually, to Don't Blink. Good move from Don't Blink. And there's a bit of a mistake right there. That's actually Alan Toast getting a little squirrely. Coming out of the exit of turn 7 out of that chicane. And there's a really tight battle right here in that back midfield. Oh, there's a crash in the very back. It's Zeech. Oh, no, that's Zeech. That's a big one from Zeech on the right side of the track. And that's a full safety car on lap 1 here in Tier 1. Once again, lap 1 safety car. And that just throws a wrench in everyone's plans. I am so curious as to what happened there. For a second, Zeech was just chilling, and then out of nowhere, he's out. If anybody has a clip of exactly what happened there, I would love to see that. It looked like he was right around that 10th position spot And so now all these drivers are going to have to make some choices as to what they're going to do for pit stops. I think they're all going to stay as they are. Of course, Alan Toast, this is the time to tell if you got wing damage. Anybody got wing damage? Looks like nobody has had wing damage. Oh, there's actually Speedy Goose and Sebi both going in. Irons as well. JJ as well. Gibbsy as well. And Georgester as well. So a lot of people in the back groups are all going to go in. Are we seeing wing changes? Are we seeing wing changes? JJ has retired from the session. Gone to the pits and he's done. McLaren is going to get a wing change. Gibbsy will get a wing change. Irons sitting there serving a penalty. He's done. But it's good that he served it. May as well just get it over with right here. J-Joe has DNF'd in the pits and left the session. He has called it quitsy witsies. And, of course, the Mercedes is blocked by a broken car. What was that? Georgester? I hope he grabbed a clip of that one. Oh, man. Who here is going to miss F122 for stuff like that? I for sure am. Absolutely. Because there's nothing like getting stopped in a pit lane by a car that's DNF'd in the pits and has decided to stay stuck in place. There's nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. That's beautiful. Now, J-Joe has confirmed he had full body damage on lap 1. I'm curious exactly how that happened. I'm also curious how El Taco Jack has gone down to 11th place. He must have had to pit. El Taco Jack did not pit. He's just lost those positions. Looks like from just a mistake. When that happened, I'm not even sure. Andy says, no joke, I've watched this back 5 times. The Merc just decides to go left into a wall. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, I'm sure that's going to get investigated at some point or another. But that's really interesting, for sure. I did, okay, cool. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any notifications. All right, we're good to go. Sebi says he's got rear wing. Ooh, so lap 1 really had some struggles for some of the drivers. That ended up being a big collision. And I said that I was hoping there wasn't going to be one. And unfortunately, quite a few people did get collected up into it. Looks like the McLaren of Rich Sebi says he's got rear wing. Zeech has already left the session. A little bit higher up the grid. Zylo has taken the lead of the race. And Giants fan sits comfy in second. Snowman in third. Sketchy Bullet in fourth. The Ferrari boys really having their highlight tier of tier 1 week in and week out, show up for them. Right now in pretty good positions for both of them. Now, Nathan Puckus, though, he's quick. He's a speedy boy. He sits in 5th, and then Semtex just finagled his way all the way up to 6th. A tier 2 reserve. What a great job from him. And then bops into 7th. The guy who claims that he deserves to be in tier 2 or 3. Just absolutely destroying so far this season. Alan Toast in 8th. Don't Blink in 9th. Stig in 10th. Stig, yeah, saying he's mid up 6 positions. He is our second biggest gainer so far of the night. Right behind Semtex is up 7. Our biggest loser, unfortunately, is El Taco Jack. Losing quite a few positions, losing 10 so far after starting on pole. Safety car will go in this lap. Let's go ahead and take a look at our leader here. We're about to go off and get racing again. Zylo, I know he likes to start them up slow. Now, this is F1 at the top level, so we're less likely to see self-inflicted injuries. But a little bit of fun motorsports fact. I believe in yesterday's Le Mans 24-hour, I think it was about over 80% of the incidents where people crashed were all self-inflicted. So that just shows you the level of skill that these kinds of drivers have here in even F1, virtual racing. Very few self-inflicted errors. More often than not, usually collisions with other people. And let's see if Zylo can avoid any of those collisions from other people. He gets a really good launch right there over Giants fan. Giants fan 4/10 out from him, but has a pretty solid final corner, so he's nowhere near out of touch. He's still staying within it now. Other people in the back get a better restart on their prospective opponents. It looks like Don't Blink had a pretty bad restart. He's 1.4 seconds off of Alan Toast, who's already coming across the corner. Don't Blink way out. Yep, he really had a bit of a mistake right there. And then Stig sits in 10th. Jack in 11th, trying to make some moves right here on the hards. And we got some spinning right here. Oh, it looks like it's irons. And Rich Sebi. Oh, no. Rich, Sebi, and Irons both getting collected right there into turn 2 and 3. Looks like it's probably a bit of a turn 3 error. Interesting. Up at the top, it's still these two. They're already a second out from the Yellow Snowman. Holy smokes, dude. What? What? They're just destroying. Nathan Pockets, though, right up on the back of Sketchybull. Sketchybull is nowhere near safe right now. He needs to make sure he holds within DRS range of his teammate so he can just, like, let that kind of fend off Nathan. Otherwise, you know, Nathan's absolutely going to get past both of them pretty quickly. If he can get lucky to just take one of them at a time, he'll be able to get past both of them, no problem. But if he's got to take them both at the same time, no way he's getting past them both. They could just keep swapping each other in DRS if they wanted to and hold off Nathan for a long time. Potentially even indefinitely. Down a little bit farther down. Let's go ahead and take a look at El Taco Jack trying to have a recovery drive. Sitting in 11th right now. Now, I know El Taco Jack to oftentimes be the one to talk about just how quick he is, right? But sitting in 11th is a little bit far away from that pace that he claims to have. Do we see El Taco Jack coming back and having a mega recovery drive, or do you think he has given himself a little bit too much work to do? I mean, being in 11th is a big task. To move back up into a good position. Man, I'm so excited, guys. When we move to the new studio next season, oh, it's going to be crazy. Oh, there's El Taco Jack trying to prove me wrong right here. Trying to jump up into 10th right here. Trying to make a move on Stig. Stig's going to hold the outside, though. Jack looking for the switchback, coming out of 7. Good move right there from Jack. Stig, I think we'll have DRS, though. Looks like he does. And so Stig, sorry, neither of them have DRS, excuse me. So it looks like Stig is holding it down for now off of Jack. Jack trying to keep it wide around the outside. Oh, they collect each other. Stig and Jack both pushing each other as hard as possible. And unfortunately, that just results in Jack getting the worst end of it. Jack got himself in a little bit of trouble last week as well with some incidents of over-pushing, for lack of a better term. It looks like those incidents are still following him everywhere he goes. Very unfortunate for him. Tolby is correct. Gary is a no-show. Been pinged many times. Gary was a no-show. Quite unfortunate. We do have a bit of a thing going on in front of us. Looks like Gibbsy spun. Oh, coming out of turn 1. Gibbsy having a little bit of a moment. Interesting. So the race has kind of gotten into a bit of a lull right here very quickly into lap 6, which is Xylo and Giants fan really giving us a bit of a fight right here at the very top. Yellow Snowman 2.5 seconds out from those two. Nathan Pockets, like I mentioned, he just, you know, he needed to have Sketchybull not grabbing a toe from Yellow Snowman, and he'd be able to get him. And look at that, he gets him pretty quickly. And now Nathan Pockets on a hunt for third right here, looking for a podium potential. He's good. He's very good. We've seen him drive so many times. He's quick. Semtex, though, is doing a great job here in 6th place, holding it down just behind Sketchybull. It's such a short gap, it may as well be, you know, just hardly even existing. He's right there still up in the thick of it. Bob's, though, looking for a move on the Alpine of Semtex. I think he might be able to find a move in the next couple laps at the very top. Again, let's go ahead and take a look at Xylo and Giants fan. 0.5 of a second separates these two protagonists. Energy usage, Xylo down to just 20. Giants fan still at half a tank of battery. Gibbsy, unfortunately, having another spin. But they're coming around the final corner this time around. Unfortunate, man. Gibbsy's just been having a really tough race so far. Rich Sebi still fighting off rear wing damage, still holding himself down on 14th. Doing the best he can, for sure. Don't blink up at 9th. Can he make some moves? The Alfa Romeo driver here is doing his best. At the very back, it's Irons. Making him a spin. Coming out of the second to last corner. Ooh, it's Bobson Semtex. Okay. Alan Toast has a good view of these two. Oh, they both get a little bit squirrely coming out of turn 9. They both hold their own just barely. Bob's holding it up into 6th, and Semtex into 7th. Alan Toast looking at this battle in front of him, licking his chops, saying, ooh, this is a good one. This has a shot for me to make some moves. Gwenfro says, is Tier 4 the only tier without a safety car this season? Yes. This week, yes, that's correct. That seems to be a very Tier 4 thing to do. Downloads. Don't blink! Oh, no. I thought I saw a little bit of a yellow flag. Don't blink, having a spin around the final corner. He maybe blinked a little bit too long. Unfortunate. Back at the top. Xylo, Giants fan. So tight. So tight. 3/10 separates these two. Giants fan just playing patiently. Xylo doing everything he can to defend like a lion. Is that defense necessary is the real question. Or can he kind of chillax a little bit and let the race, kind of chill out? Nah, it's definitely would have been necessary. Giants fan looking like he's going to try to make the move here into turn 9. Now the outside line. Will he be able to hold it, stick it, get through? He's going to have a pretty good exit right there is what it's looking like. It's going to be side by side still. Let's take a look at their tires. They're on different tire models, and that's Giants fan finally trying to find a way through, but Xylo shoves his way up, back up into it. Oh, that was elbows out, a little bit dirty. Xylo not wanting to do any sort of giving up a position because he knows if Giants fan gets in front, those mediums start actually working for him. If he can hold off those mediums for a little bit longer, he can waste a lot of their life. That's for sure. No gap presented for itself yet from Giants fan. Not yet. It may happen soon, but it's not here yet. Whoa. What if you guys that have cats or dogs? You guys ever take a sip of a drink and then just like an animal hair is in your mouth? Me? Okay. Just me. Gotcha. Sketchy Bull, 8/10 out from Nathan Podcast. He's closing just a little bit, but not a whole ton. Remember, he's got a DRS train behind him. So they're all closing on Nathan Podcast, but Nathan Podcast is just so fast. It's kind of hard to close the guy. And I really do enjoy commentating. Standing up. So standing it up, it will be. Xylo does have pretty insane pace at the top, but he is under pressure right here. Xylo gets passed up by Giants fan finally, and he's going to look for a move one more time, but this time he cannot stick it. This is where he defended it last time. It didn't happen this time around. Giants fan finally gets through the blockade that was that Alfa Romeo and is now able to start putting some push laps down and potentially build up a small gap over Giants fan. But he's lost a lot of time on those mediums. Now he's, on 9-lap-old mediums. A lot of their golden era is gone. So he needs to find a way to pick up the pace a little bit. He is definitely shifting, though. You can see the gaps between himself and Xylo changing pretty frequently. Hello. This is also pretty nice position right here. They're about to go into the DRS zone. Xylo, will he attack? What's the DRS zone? DRS is looking better for Giants fan. Snowman can't see it at all. Xylo looking for a move down into the chicane. Gonna try to get it done early, actually. Now, I don't know if I agree with that move because that's just going to give Giants fan the switchback and the DRS. And here's the DRS now. We got a spun out car ahead. It looks like it could be Irons. DRS going to go in Giants fan's favor. Coming into turn 9. Giants fan leads it. Xylo trying to hold on into the inside. Not going to have the grip for it, I don't think. And that's going to be a pretty solid run out of that turn for Giants fan. He is back up into the lead. A solid, tidy battle between these two. This is a lot of fun to watch. Wow. They are really going after it, man. Really, really, really going after it. Down a little bit lower. We got somebody in the pits. Looks like it's Irons. He's decided to retire out of the pits. He is done. Now we're down to 15. 3 drivers already out for the night. Down to the business end here. We are just about a little more than a third of the way through this race right here. And it's only going to get crazier, I guarantee you. Speaking of which, there's that safety car. Or there's that yellow flag, excuse me. It's of Iron's car coming out of the pits and being a little bit stuck down there. Gibbsy catches 3 as we're on his camera. He must have caught another track limit warning penalty. So Gibbsy now has 3 seconds of penalties. He is the first driver of the night to carry a penalty. Goes in the pits. And retires in the pits. Down to 14 we are. Wow. A lot of people retiring here tonight. A lot of people seem to not be enjoying their time here at Abu Dhabi, which is a little bit surprising to me. These two, though, they're having a blast. 2/10 separate the two at the top. Giants fan holding it down for now. Xylo just 2/10 out in second. And then third and fourth, both the Ferrari boys just having the time of their lives, being right next to each other, getting to talk, hang out, having good fun. So far, this has been pretty clean racing. Very, respectable, advanced, good stuff. We'll see how long that lasts, though. Okay. Okay, a little bit farther down. We got some moments. What's happening here? Okay, car's clear. We got Sketchable chasing down his teammate. Nathan Pacas chasing down Sketchable at an even faster rate. Right now, Sketchable is within DRS zone of his teammate Yellow Snowman, so he would be safe from the onslaught of DRS. Love the standing desk, I know, right? Wait, K says, who is? At the top. Oh, there's some leader changes. It's still separate. Dude, holy smokes. This turn 9 has become their action point so far all race long. This is crazy. And right now, Giants fan is really doing his best to catch back up. But it looks like the pace that Xylo has spared in those medium tires is starting to come back to his favor. We do have a yellow flag in the back. Looks like it might be Semtex. Oh, it's Semtex. Semtex having a mistake around the Latifi corner. He is looking like he's stuck. Yep, there he is. He was stuck for a little bit. Now, Semtex back up into the race. Now down all the way into 13th. Was doing so well in the top 10. Oh, that's a heartbreak. That one's a heartbreak. He'll have to go into the pits. Grab a stop. Puts on the hard tires. Going to take these to the end. That's only 16 laps. It's very doable for the hard tires. At this point, it's definitely the hard tire territory. So people like Yellow Snowman and Giants fan on the mediums will be able to get on the hards any minute now and take this to the end. Speaking of Yellow Snowman, almost 6 seconds behind the leaders. That's wild. The gaps that have formed are so disproportionate. You can see little clusters. You got the top 2 cluster right there. Then you've got Yellow Snowman down to Alan Toast. Then you got Jack and Speedy Goose. And then everybody else is pretty big spreads from each other. So it's funny how the cream at the very top is the tightest and most skill-packed, sweaty group. There goes Giants. I knew it was going to happen sometime soon. Knew it. Snowman also going to go into. I will be right back, everybody. We're going to keep an eye on this camera of Xylo. I'll be right back, everybody. I just need to grab one quick thing. Woo! The beauty of having a dog is when you have a dog, they might yell at you whenever somebody comes to the door. And we got Rich Sebi, who also might need a yelling at. He has lost a wing in Latifi section under the underpass. That beautiful underpass with some of the most gorgeous, architecture. It was unfortunately the site to his demise. He has been rocking no rear wing, so he's been doing his very best to hold on for dear life. And I'm hoping that he decides to just go ahead and continue even with the disadvantage of having having a damaged rear wing. Looks like he will. What a guy. He is going to go. Let's go. Rich Sebi onto the softs. Just pulling the most aggressive strategy you can. Okay, he's going for it. He's definitely going for it. So, speaking of going for it, Xylo still holds the lead right here. Sketchable into second. Puckus into third. Jack into fourth. Recovering pretty well. Speedy Goose into fifth. And Giants fan into sixth on fresh hards. I'm sure his teammate Speedy Goose will let him through pretty soon. Wow, look at the pace differential on that entry into that corner, guys. Oh my gosh. Speedy Goose looked very much so not so speedy going into that corner comparatively to Giants fan. Did you see the way that Giants fan could just throw his car into that corner? That's crazy to watch the comparison between the two of them so starkly. It shows just what level that some of these, top of the top drivers are actually at. It's so crazy. We got a bit of an alternate strat here. Alan Toast is on some fresh mediums. Under pressure from NXM Bops, who's less than 3/10. He's about 3-4 tenths out. Pretty tight gap right here. So Bops giving himself a little wiggle right there and says, hey, I see everyone in the broadcast. They're watching me, Mom. He is doing his best to hold it off, but definitely struggling. Definitely struggling. Now up ahead of him, quite far ahead, is actually the guy I was going to look at, Nathan Pacas. Grabs 3 seconds on his way into the pits. Luckily enough, doesn't grab 5 from an unsafe pit entry or speeding in the pits. But still, 3 seconds for corner cut is not going to help his race at all. It's going to be quite detrimental. So he needs to find a way to make up some extra pace. Going to put on the mediums as well, just like Alan Toast did. Alan Toast looking like it will be very tight if he's going to get in front of Nathan Pacas. I think he will. Alan Toast will actually definitely get in front of Nathan Pacas with a decent margin, but it's going to be Bops. Also barely ahead of Pacas. Wow, I thought that was going to be a little bit tighter. Bops is actually pretty cleanly ahead of Nathan Pacas. And Nathan's now got some work to do. Speaking of work to do, Giants fan needs to find a way to get in front of El Taco Jack. Otherwise, all of his work for the strategy is going to go to nothing. Can he get it done? I think he can, but I'm going to give him another lap or so. He's on 2 lap old hards versus 15 lap old hards of El Taco Jack. And I know Giants fan to be pretty patient. He's not one to rush things. Now, the thing is, though, if a safety car does come out right around the next, 2 laps or so, maybe 3 laps, Xylo is going to feel really amazing. If it comes out later than that, Xylo's going to be in trouble. Sketchy Bull goes in the pits. Sebi on the softs with a broken rear wing does set the fastest lap of the race. Great job from Sebi to make the most of his race today. He's doing everything he can, that's for sure. Sketchy Bolt goes out of the pits now. Speedy Goose will go into the pits. Anybody else going to go into the pits? It looks like nobody else is going into the pits. Yeah, I don't think we would see anybody else. The only ones that could be these 15 lap old people or more, unless they have damage, of course. Wow, everybody. Okay, Giants fans still up on the tail of El Taco Jack. 16 seconds separates the top two, El Taco Jack and Xylo. And is Jack trying to slow down Giants fan? That's the question. Giants fan seems to be getting slowed down quite a bit. Alan Toast does get in front of Yellow Snowman. Sketchable does get in front of Nathan Pacas. Everything is right in this world. Hold on a second. Nathan Pacas looking for some sort of switchback. Doesn't find it yet. Oh, needed to go a little bit wider. On the exit of turn 6, that first of the chicane. He probably could have scrubbed his speed a little bit better and not had to use the brakes. to make the move done. Now he's going to try to find his way around the outside of turn 9. It is so treacherous here to go around the outside. He's going to try his best. I think he might have actually had it done. He did get it done. What a move right there from Nathan Puckus to get a move done on Sketchable. He's not going to be happy about that one, that's for sure. He being Sketchable. Nathan Puckus is going to be stoked. Also, I hope you guys don't mind the consistent swapping between standing and sitting. I need to find like a for sure this is my, system setup. When I move to the new place, I'm thinking of creating like a small little commentary booth. So, if that's the case, it'll involve some standing and sitting options, which I'm excited to share with you guys when we get there. But speaking of sharing, I'm not sure if Giants fan and El Taco Jack are very good at sharing the track right here. 3/10 separates the two of them. Now a little bit closer to 4/10, depending on the exit speed and entry speed of where they're at. And Giants fan not really burning too much of his energy. So is El Taco Jack. They're just about even. It's very, very even. I see Giants fan looking for a move around the outside in turn 9. Hold on a second. Can he stick it? He's definitely going to have the grip to get around it. Oh, I think he may have done it. He did do it. Look at that move from Giants fan. Nothing El Taco Jack could do about that one. He'll just have to wait back and just kind of let it happen. That was an amazing move from the resident Haas driver. So now that we are farther than the halfway point, we're effectively at the 2/3 mark right here. Where do you think that all these drivers are going to finish? Hold on a second. What? Sketchy Bull has crashed out at Latifi corner. Bobs catches 5 for it. Oh my gosh. Stig will be coming around the corner. Seeing a car just parked in the center of the road. Safety car's out. Safety car's out. This has changed the strategies drastically. Xylo on fresh mediums as he comes out of the pits in second. Will have an insane tire advantage over Giants fan. On the mediums, he will be versus Giants fan on the hards. Giants fan just had this race turn upside down on him in the blink of an eye. Oh my gosh! And then a shocking podium current position is Alan Toast sitting up in 3rd, just quietly cruising up into that spot. Yellow Snowman into 4th, Jack in 5th, slowing down for Delta. Speedy goes in 6th, Pockets in 7th, Bops comes up in 9th with George Stewart in front of him. Stig in 10th, Blink in 11th, Semtex in 12th. And Sebi will be in 13th after he passes what's it called? Latifi corner. Fabi says, "Holy crap! The connection from Nathan Puckus. Interesting. Was it bad connection? Was that what? I know bad connection got Zeech. Oof. Yeah, bad connection from Bops got Zeech. Zeech flew into the wall because he saw Bops just like appear right in front of him and punch him into the wall. Oh no. Well, we are now here into lap 19 and Giants fan will go in and pit. What? He's going to take softs. He's going to go super aggressive. Will he come out in front of El Taco Jack? That's my question. That is the most important question right here. Is he going to come out in front of El Taco Jack? If he does come out in front of El Taco Jack, I think this move was smart. If he doesn't come out in front of Jack, it was going to be a bad move. I think he will come out in front of Jack, but he takes the mediums instead. Oh, hold on a minute there. These guys are all taking the mediums, actually. I would have taken the softs, but what do I know, actually? Then again, they all use softs because they probably all use 3 sets, so just kidding. Probably didn't have a set of softs to use. So now they're all on mediums. All of the top 7 drivers on mediums. George still will not go in, though. Bobs won't go in. Obviously, they've already gone in. And so now we have a relatively freshened up grid with Xylo in the lead. Toast in second. Vulnerable to fresh tire Giants fan and fresh tire Jack. Jack, after having started on pole, went down into 11th place and has found a way to come back into a potential podium spot. Wow. That was very smart from Giants fan. He just decided, you know what, this is worth the risk it. I might get the biscuit. And he definitely did. It seems to have worked out pretty well for him. Everybody decided to pit exactly when he needed them to. And this will be a long safety car. If you look at that grid in the bottom right corner, you look at the what's it called? All the drivers. They're pretty far away. Rich Sebi catches 3 more seconds for cutting corners. Oh, no. Sebi's just having the worst race, man. Just gone so hard. Pucka's sitting on 3 and Sebi also on 3. Those are the only penalties we have of the day. Everybody's had some stops. Yeah, that's important. Back to tires. That's the important one. Everybody except for Georgester will be on the mediums. Giants fan sits in 3rd, looking at a genuine shot of snapping Alan Toast and potentially even Xylo. Jack, though, wants to ruin all those hopes and dreams for all these top 3 right here and grab the win for himself. And Xylo, of course, really wants that win to help his championship standings. Alan Toast is just happy to be here. If I'm being honest with you, knowing him, he's probably like, yeah, this is just cool, man. I think he deserves to be here, but I know him. He's much too humble. He'll be like, yeah, I never expected that. Which you definitely should have expected it because he is absolutely goated with the sauce. Wow, wow, wow. This has been something special, has it not, ladies and gentlemen? And this race is only about to get more fun. With just about 8 laps left of running, it looks like the safety car will go in at the end of this lap as the Mercedes in the back of Georgester should catch up. But there's Rich Sebi, who's so far away, it might stay out for one more lap after that. It just depends on what the safety car is feeling, what mood it's in. Because we all know the safety car to be a bit temperamental. It just decides one way or the other. What are we going to have here in terms of the safety car, guys? Rich Sebi being so far back. I'm so curious. We'll know once we hit that Sector 3 marker at the end of this straightaway if we're going to go in or not. If we don't, then I think it's going to wait for Rich Sebi to get all the way back. Safety car does not go in. Rich Sebi will have an opportunity to catch back up to the field. So we will be under safety car for at least 1 more lap, if not 2, and go to its max allotted time. Under safety car being 4 laps. So, that being said, that is actually really good for people like Alan Toast and Speedy Goose, who did not go and pit under that safety car and had pit relatively recently. Their disadvantage on their tires is going to be a little bit less apparent. They're not going to be wearing their tires nearly as much. They're not going to be wearing their tires out nearly as much as they otherwise would be if we were under normal racing conditions. So they are going to be happy. People like really Giants fan and El Taco Jack and Snowman especially, those 3 are not going to be as stoked about it not coming in right now. I think they probably are going to wish they had at least 1 more racing lap. And that's, honestly even saying if Sebi even catches back up. I think it'll be a forced safety car re-entry. But he looks pretty far away from the field right now still. So he's got to get pedal to the metal. He's got to get rolling. He's really got to get rolling. And I'm curious to see exactly how he handles, being in last place with wing damage and all that kind of stuff. He has a really great attitude about it, that's for sure. So let's see what he's got. George, the only driver on the grid on softs, looking to just make up some positions. What can he do? Sitting in 12th. Can he find himself up into the points position? That's what he's looking for. Up at the top, it's Xylo to Toast, to Giants fan, to Jack, to Snowman. Once again, those are our top 5. Fair play to Sebi, I must agree. Very determined. Very determined. He still could get points. Thig is actually in this race right now and chatting at the same time. I love it. This man's a multitasker of all multitaskers. We're about to go racing, everybody. Get ready for the green flag to drop again. And for this caution to be over. Safety car is about to cross its marker. Sebi will catch up soon. Safety car is in this lap. It is about to go down here. A 7-lap shootout in Abu Dhabi. Oh, boy. At the beginning of lap 23, we will go green flag racing, and the snake is getting warm. You can see all the drivers doing their wiggle waggles up and down the grid. Some big, some small, some short, some tall. And Xylo, look at the tallest of them all. Up into P1, the top step of the podium. Every driver rocking 100% energy. Every driver locking 100% focus. Every driver working for everything to get this win. Xylo with a decent launch, but not the best. Alan Tosto got caught napping. Giants fan unfortunately was just privy to that mistake and will have to eat the consequence of the drivers ahead of him. He is only 3/10 out from Alan Tosto. I'm sure he's going to try to make a move as soon as possible. Then we look at farther down the road, it's Bobson Pockets. Pockets, will he give him the room going into turn 1? Bob's going to take the outside line. Bob's going to take it successfully. Nathan Pockets makes a big mistake, drops a couple of positions. He's down into 9th, and he's going to be challenging again for Don't Blink. Loses almost another position right there, but stays up into 9th, but he does have penalties. Nathan Pockets under serious pressure with a big mistake on the restart. Maybe even going to get dived. He does get dived right there. That was a smart move from the Alfa Romeo of Don't Blink. Knew he had him vulnerable. Going to go ahead and take that spot. Nathan Pockets down into 10th. He's mad. You can see him wiggling. Giants fan and Alan Toast swap positions going down that original DRS straight, the very first one, into the turn 6 and 7 chicane. And we got Alan Toast. Sits in 3rd now, still on the podium spots. Will he be able to hold off El Taco Jack? And if so, for how long? What has Giants fan got in the tank right here? He's got to catch up to Zylo, who's got 1.2 seconds on him, going into just 6 laps remaining. We are down to the genuine textbook definition of the business end of this race. We got 1.4 seconds now. Zylo is putting the pressure on. He's absolutely sending it here at the end of this race. He's doing everything he can to just hold that win, potential on the cards for himself. He's looking for the pace he hasn't been able to show all night. But it's been good, but it hasn't been this good yet. Alan Toast still holding down 3rd place. Jack making a mistake a little bit. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. El Snowman in 5th right here. Speedy Goose in 6th. Stig in 7th, making a couple positions. Bob's in 8th, Blink in 9th. And Semtex down just at the end of the top 10. But Sebi, even with rear wing damage, sits in 11th. Doing a good job. Right here, we got Yellow Snowman and El Taco Jack within reasonable distance of Alan Toast. El Taco Jack, though, 6/10 out, nowhere near good enough to be able to make any passes on these DRS straights. You need to be within about 3/10 to really make a good pass on these DRS straights. Oh, Jordan gives us a good point. If Zylo wins with his fastest lap, there will be 1 point between himself and Giants fan. That is tight, man. So the fastest lap is one that'll do it. If the fastest lap does not happen, then it's going to be exactly even Stevens is what it sounds like. Or 2 points. It's the other way around. We got a yellow flag in the back. Oh, no. It's Sebi and Semtex fighting it out hardcore. And El Taco Jack has spun right here. El Taco Jack right here. Oh, he got a 5-second penalty for colliding with Giants fan, and El Taco Jack having a collision. Giants fan loses a wing, loses out to all of the points right here. Might not even get a point for the race tonight. And Zylo will be holding down the top step as of right now. What just happened? I think we saw Jack and Giants fan get caught up with each other. Jack maybe going a little bit too aggressive. Or maybe there was a spin or something. I don't know. Maybe Giants fan lost it. Not 100% certain. I'm sure we will catch some POVs at the end of this race. If you guys happen to see it, let me know. But wow, that is shaking it up like crazy. Giants fan going to go out on softs and just give it everything he's got. Try his best to catch up. But look at that gap in the bottom right corner, everybody. He's halfway down. You know, he's got half of the track to catch up. There's no shot. So Zylo right now will be catching tons of points. Tons of points. And El Taco Jack will be that is interesting. I can't put any sort of accusations whatsoever right now. I have no idea what happened. But that is huge for the championship, as Jordan says. That's mega. Down a little bit farther down to Speedy Goose and Don't Blink. They're fighting it out tight. Speedy Goose not wanting to give an inch. Don't Blink not wanting to give one either. I think it'll be side by side into the second last corner. Oh my gosh, this is scary. It's going to be side by side, but it looks like they did good. They did well to hold it down. And Speedy Goose decided to relegate and let him out of that position. 5.5 seconds now separates Zylo and Alan Toast. Alan Toast holding it down. Plenty fine at the top. Yellow Snowman looking for a podium right here. He's got 3 seconds of advantage over Stig. El Taco Jack has led the session. Oh my gosh. El Taco Jack has led the session while driving. Nathan Pockets has retired. Oh no, Giants fan. What just happened? Did Taco Jack disconnect? Did he forfeit? What happened? Oh my gosh. We are having some scenes here in the second to last round of Season 7. What is going on? Yellow Snowman now looking pretty happy, of course. Giants fan, you know, with those two retiring, both the Alpha Tauris now are going to be effectively disqualified, I think. I'm not sure exactly what happened to El Taco Jack. If he just got disconnected, if he retired, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything, of course, in the chats. Let me just make a double check real fast. Because as of right now, the only battle that's really going on, this is the big one right here. It's for who's going to get second place. Is it going to be? I wonder. 2-1. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm not seeing a request to get back in. I'm not seeing a request to get back in. Interesting. Yep, I'm not seeing a thing. So, oh, you left your Wi-Fi is just bad. You didn't retire in the pits, Jack? You're not allowed to just leave a session. Uh-oh. Well, that's going to be a problem right there for sure. But Yellow Snowman, obviously he's not concerned with it, nor is Alan Toast. He's concerned about Yellow Snowman right here. Yellow Snowman looking for a move to potentially take this position off of him. Oh my gosh, not going to happen though. Oh, Jordan gives us a really good really good message. Xylo just needs P4 and that's it. Oh, Yellow Snowman gonna make the move for the second place spot. Alan Toast is defenseless, cannot hold it down. Wait a second, will he try to make a switch back on him on the exit at turn 9? No, he does not have the move for it. Alan Toast now stuck in a third in the third to last lap. That is absolute heartbreak for Alan Toast. Yellow Snowman holding down second now. Will he be able to keep the ice and keep consistent for these last couple laps? He does have the tire advantage by a pretty large margin, 5-lap difference between those two mediums. Toast is at that fall-off point where they're hitting the cliff. So Toast is definitely struggling on those tires for sure. Down a little bit from there. It's Bops and Stig in a heated battle for fourth place. Stig wanting to hold it off. Has even tires with Bops. So it's all about pace now. This one is all about pace, 4th and 5th. Down a little bit lower. Georgster down into 10th. Barely getting a point right now. Sebi, this dude has really held his own. And is holding down 9th place. Wow. Even with the broken rear wing. I mean, George's definitely going to get him right here. So Sebi will still potentially get 10th if he can just finish the race. But still, I mean, you know, with a broken rear wing, wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Xylo, though, holding down the lead by a fat margin. 5.5 seconds over Yellow Snowman. Alan Toast going to be a little bit too far out from Yellow Snowman to make a move right here. Yellow Snowman dumping all of his energy. Hold on a second. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. Alan Toast looking for the left, the right, the outside, the inside. Takes the outside line. Way too deep on the brakes. Going to look for a switchback. Hard exit right here. Does not have the power to get out. Goes way over the curbing. It's going to be dangerous out there. He had to go slow to come back onto the track. And Alan Toast gets back into the thing. He's on the hunt right here. Needs to find some way to get in front of Yellow Snowman. Needs to see Yellow Snowman make one little mistake, but it does not look like Snowman is interested in that proposition. He looks like he is dialed in, ready to grab this second place spot. Wants a really good result for himself this season. That would be absolutely exceptional. He'd be so stoked, absolutely stoked to grab a second place finish tonight. A little bit farther down, it's Bops and Stig still fighting it off. Everybody else outside of that are nowhere near any battles. Georgester is technically right behind Sebi. Actually, I think Georgester should be able to get him on the next straightaway. But up at the front, it's the Alan Toast versus Snowman. Alan Toast has lost so much time. Alan Toast barely even within a second right here. He's going to hit the DRS zone. He should be within a second when he hit the zone. Yeah, he was. He'll grab DRS. But will it be too little too late? I think it might. 9/10 of a second in 2 DRS zones? No way will that happen. It's Alan Toast. Going to do everything he can to somehow find the pace to grab this position off of Yellow Snowman. But I just don't see it happening. 5/10 coming out of that corner. It's really hard to make up half a second on the second DRS straight. You can make up 3/10. You can even maybe make up 4. But 5 is just a little bit too much. And Yellow Snowman will hold that lead coming into turn 9. Xylo, though, ahead of them. 5.5 seconds ahead. And many, many points ahead. He is looking like he will be taking the lead of the championship after tonight's race by a country mile. after a big collision between Giants fan and El Taco Jack, who are now sitting in the back two places. Xylo inherits an amazingly easy race win for himself. He brings home the bacon with a P1 for the night. Yellow Snowman will come home in second with Alan Toast close behind on his heels in third. Great podium for the 3. Sticking to fourth. Bob's right behind as well in fifth. And Blink in sixth. Speedy Goose comes down the line into seventh. And Semtex a bit of a distance back in eighth, with George picking up ninth. Great pace with him on the softs at the end. And Sebi coming across with a point, even though he did not have a well-working rear wing at the very end. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. What a race. That really got crazy at the end. That was wild. Absolutely wild at the very end. What the heck? We are going to need to do some interviews because, oh my gosh, we got Alan Toast, Yellow Snowman, and freaking Xylo on the podium. What? That is the podium I did not expect to say when I got in the race tonight. Holy smokes. Wow. Snowman at Xylo. Okay. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm going to jump into a Discord call. That was absolutely insane, dude. What a race. Wow, wow, wow. That was crazy. I'm going to go ahead and jump in a media box. Let me kick these guys out. Oh, hi, friends. Hey, I'm gonna Sketchable. I'm gonna have to kick you out just for a second, and then I'll get you back in here. Okay, bye, Sketchable. Hey, well, it's pretty ironic that you're in here, because you're gotta get the cams. Dude, what a race that was. Oh, yes, I need to see this face. Let me, Hey, you know what? If we get it every once in a while, that's all that matters. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me switch over to the interview camera, which does not have you in it. Of course it doesn't. That's funny. Boom. Don't worry. Quick fix. Watch out! There you are. Yes, dude. Well done. That's an insanely good result for the night. After fighting it like crazy, grabbing second place at the very end, the last 2 laps. Tell me about that race for you, man. Oops. Hold on. You're going to hate me for a second. Give me 1 second. It looks like I haven't had any sound on you at all this whole time. Okay, still not working. Hold on a second. Almost got it. Good to go. Okay, now you should be able to talk. Nope. What the heck? Why does no work? What? What? This has always worked on me. Oh no. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Don't even worry about this. Don't even fret. Don't even fret. We're just gonna go ahead and add this again. That's existing. Okay, how about now? Let's see if you do some words. What the heck? Nope. Wow, that's really unfortunate. I know, right? The one time. The literal one time. That's hilarious. File. That is brutal. That is so brutal. I've got one other option. Desktop audio. I think it's going to be this one. Okay, say some words real fast. Maybe now, maybe now, maybe now. One more time. Oh man, that's so annoying. Of course. It's been perfect all season long. And then the one time. Yep, that's absolutely brutal.
That's a killer already.
Oh, I got it! Hey!
You got it? We got it. It worked.
Snowman!
Yes, they can hear me. Let's go.
We got you.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Dude, holy smoke. Early. Yeah, so back to the question that I asked you. Tell me about that race, man.
Oh, it was wild. It was crazy, back and forth. So I made the choice. I don't even know how I qualified up in fourth, to be honest with you. It was just a crazy lap to even get there in the first place. And then I ended up, okay, I'm like, you know what, let me just go with the mediums to hards. It works best, I think. And then it was pretty good pace. And then I started, Nathan Podcast was flying on those hards. I was like, wait a minute. He was just insane on those hards. I don't know how he did it. So I made the choice to pit one lap earlier than I usually would, onto 13. And then I think just after that, there was a really bad safety car that killed me.
Yep.
But I think I dropped down to like 6th. I had to pit, and then I got lucky at towards the end with that crash with Giants fan, and I forgot the other car. I think it might have been Jack. He was involved in that too.
It was Jack and Giants. Yeah, did you have a front row view for that one?
Oh yeah, I had box seats. I was right in the dugout.
So what happened?
Behind to watch the whole thing. I think it was just a loss of traction, and then just dominoed from there.
Ooh,
I don't think anyone was a crazy. Whoever was in front, I think it was Giants fan. I lost traction.
No.
Like, I could be wrong. I was too busy trying to hit my apexes.
Of course, yeah.
I think that might have been the case. And then I'm like, okay, we got 2 speedy boys out of here. This is a good opportunity for me. I knew Toast was on old mediums. So I'm okay, if I can just not make a mistake, I'll have a chance at the end. And he did good. He almost did it on his old tires. He had a lot of ERS saved up, I think.
Yep.
He almost did it. That was a good battle. P2, that's a way to go out for the season on me, because I'm not here in Canada next week. That's a hell of a way to go out.
Heck yeah, man. That is a really good way to finish. Man, it's been an amazingly fun season for you. Having you here all season long is always a blast. You keep making jokes about how you don't belong up here in Tier 1, but then you have amazing performances like this, and you just prove everybody wrong, including yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't belong at the sharp end of Tier 1. I get lucky. I'm a midfield runner at this point. I just live with the crashes, die by the crashes. Sometimes they go my way, and it happens. But,
that's fair.
Yeah. We get some like these, they feel even better. Podiums are like a wins for me. So. And
today was a good day for Ferrari too. So.
Yeah.
Big ups for you guys. Really good job. Well, man, I'll let you go ahead and get out of here. Good luck and no assists tonight. Go ahead and grab that W and take that lead to the championship.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We'll see you later, Skater.
See ya, man.
Alrighty, guys. That was our boy, Mr. Yellow Snowman. Let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Alan Toast real fast. Toasty Poo. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh,
he was doing good. He disconnected. Whoopsies. Toast. Oh, there you are. Can you hear us?
Oh.
Hello?
I think we're good.
We're good. We're good.
Yep. Just a little bit buggy here on Discord.
A little bit buggy. No worries. It's Discord on your Xbox, right?
Yeah, it's a bit off. It's a bit off.
Yep, it has some problems here and there, but no worries. Man, what a race for you, dude. I really thought you were about to bring home second for a second. Tell me about the ending of that race and how it all went for you.
I mean, I just want to get off this game. I'm so done. Yeah, those tires were not during that stint.
Yeah.
Tire was a bit worse than I thought.
I saw your tires really starting to die out at the very end. You were down to like 14, 15 lap old mediums, I want to say. Am I right?
Yeah, right about.
Yep. Yeah, and so, I know those mediums really start to fall off pretty hard at that point. So tell me about how you kind of kept those, in at least the best condition you could. Did you really feel like you could have held off Yellow Snowman, or do you think you gave it everything you got and that was just all you had?
I think I could have done a little bit better, but honestly, my confidence in this game is just completely shot. So it's a bit of a struggle, honestly.
Yeah.
Jello was just faster, anyways.
He was quick today. He was very quick today. I mean, with you having, as you say, shot confidence to grab a freaking third place is absolutely exceptional. That is a really, really good result, man. And, obviously the race was pretty tumultuous from start to finish. Did you feel like your race kind of ran relatively without too much incident, or did you also get caught up in some of that stuff?
Oh, no, I think I did the best I could through a match undercut.
Yeah.
In that little crowd, which was perfect for me.
Yep.
And I mean, it went well.
That was a good move, yeah. I think, going into next week, I know you're not a big fan of Canada, / you're probably not even going to be there for Canada. But with the way that your season, even if you aren't here for next week, I know Yellowstone won't be either. The way that you've come into the season halfway through and have absolutely put in surprisingly very good performances when you said that you weren't really going to be doing the best, just shows really how absolutely exceptional you are. I think you deserve, that championship that's behind your name is there for a reason. You really showed up tonight as well and showed that extra level that you need to be at to be a top performer. So great job tonight, man. And I'm excited to see either next week or next season how you do.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. Maybe I'll do Canada. I mean, I'm not good at it, so we'll see. We'll see.
I like the maybe. It'd be cool to send off on a bang. That'd be super fun.
Yeah, just be there.
Yeah. Hey, just be there. Even if you're in the back, at least you're there.
Right.
At least you're there. Yep. Well, alrighty, Amigo. I'll let you go. But hey, man, thanks for jumping in here, and I wish you the best of luck in potentially Canada.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for comms tonight as well.
Of course.
Very much appreciated.
Always, always, always.
All right, take it easy, Punju.
Catch you later, mate. Alrighty, guys, and we're gonna get our race winner in here, Mr. Xylo. Xylo. Congratulations on not just a win, but now sitting in the lead of the championship. How are you feeling, my man?
I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just still processing what happened at the end.
Yeah, I obviously was not privy to it. I happened to just be looking away at just the wrong moment, which I'm mad at myself for. I usually catch the action. Do you know at all what happened? Did you hear?
Apparently, I was in a voice chat with Jack, so he said he was behind Giants. He could see what was happening, and he said Giants just been there, he lost a rear, hit the wall probably, and then Jack just hits him in the process, and
no.
all I can hear was just screaming in my ear.
Oh no! So Giants fan had a mistake coming out of the third to last corner, Latifi corner, actually. Man, that's tough. That's really tough. Well, and that's how a championship is either won or lost sometimes. So you're going into the next round, from what I've heard mathematically, assuming no more, other penalties and changes in the results, you need to get 4th place or better, regardless of what Giants fan does next week, and you will win the championship. From what I have heard. So you are in a pretty solid spot. So no pressure, of course, but going into the next round, how do you feel about Canada?
Canada is a tricky track, I'd say, for penalties. I always struggle there with depends, but hopefully after seeing this race, I got 2 warnings in the first 5 laps, so I think I can keep it very clean after I get a reality check. I can't do any more mistakes or else it's over for me.
Yep.
So I don't know. With Canada, I'll probably just risk it all in the first laps. If I get 2 warnings, then I'll just calm down a little bit and try and get P4.
I like that plan. I think that's probably smart. Well, man, I say I wish you the best of luck. Of course, all I want is good racing, and you guys always give us some of the best racing that I've literally ever seen. So great job tonight, dude, and I wish you the best of luck next week to your season finale and the last race on F122.
Thank you very much.
Yep. See you later, Skater.
Good night.
Well, alrighty, everybody. That is going to be the end of our broadcast here tonight for Tier 1. Everybody, make sure you go jump into the no assist place. They deserve all the love in the freaking world because the racing there is, imagine Tier 1 and then turn it up to 11. Those guys absolutely send it every single week. It's hilariously fun racing. So make sure you go give it some love and give it some look at. Until next time, I hope you guys all are wonderful. Keep making the world a better place as you all do. The next race we are at is, of course, Canada, as we've talked about. It's our season finale next week. So make sure you're all here for that one. Of course, smash that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you around more often. And yeah, I guess that's my sign off. So go watch NA. Go have an amazing night, an amazing week. And for me, your friend Punju, I wish you the best. Bye-bye, everybody.